Welcome. Color Out of Space was released in 2019 and was directed by Richard Stanley. It stars Nicolas Cage and is about a family living in the woods when one day a meteorite falls in their front lawn. What ensues is chaos and madness. So for those of you who don't know, Color Out of Space was originally a novel written by HP Lovecraft, who's known for his science fiction, mystery, thriller, all those types of books. And they made a movie out of it. And I always say, even with Stephen King novels, that it's really hard to adapt his novels into movies. And I kind of feel the same about this movie. It's very hard to adapt the novel into a movie, but I think they do an okay job at it with Color Out of Space. I think with this movie you get to go over the top and crazy, which is the perfect fit, honestly, for Nicolas Cage. I mean, he is fantastic in this movie. I absolutely loved his performance as the father. He's great. I mean, there's just so many moments where he's just so Nicolas Cage, but in this movie you're like, oh, this is him being allowed to be crazy. This isn't just him being crazy for the hell of it. And on top of Nicolas Cage's performance, I mean, the color is gorgeous. The palette that they decided to use throughout this movie, whoever decided to do it, great job, pat on the back. Fantastic color palette. I mean, the color Out of Space is beautiful, and there's so many different, you could see CG, like you could tell it's CGI, but very beautiful shots that I just couldn't take my eyes off. And finally, rounding out my pros, which I just started going into because I love Nicolas Cage in this movie, and in general, you know, he's great in a lot of other things, especially The Wicker Man.
Not the beast! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
But yeah, my third pro with this movie is the gore. There are some really fun gore effects throughout this movie that are absolutely disgusting. You could sometimes guess what's gonna happen, but oh my god, was it nasty, so many things that happened, but I was just loving it up. I was doing like a little giddy laugh. I loved it. But to go into cons, like I was talking about, it's hard to adapt a novel into a movie, and the plot suffers because of the moving from novel to movie. It's a very thin plot, and if you're okay with that, then you'll be okay with the movie, but there's a lot to be desired with the plot of this movie. And the last con that I have is that this movie steals from a lot of other movies, and usually I'll say, oh, this movie pays homage to a different movie. In this case, it feels like just outright stealing. I don't want to say what, because then it goes into spoiler territory, but all I'll say is the movies it kind of steals from is Slither and The Thing. And I think there's a lot of other movies that you could see stuff stolen from, like The Shining, but those three are probably the main things that this movie kind of steals from. So, overall, I'm going to give this movie a 6.25 out of 10, and I do recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Don't go into expecting this whole awakening in your body and soul. It's just a fun horror movie that has Nicolas Cage, and he's good in it, so watch it if you want to. So thank you everyone for watching this review, and be on the lookout for more reviews in the future. I will be going to see The Unholy when it comes out in theaters, so be on the lookout for that. But let's flash forward to the next review.